So there was a 10-year-old boy. He was just 10, if you can think about it, just a little boy. And while his mother was out, a 67-year-old trusted male friend of the family's sodomized the boy. It's hard to imagine a little 10-year-old boy being forcibly sodomized by an old man. So the minutes must have been like hours to this poor kid. Afterward, the boy managed to run to the bedroom, lock the door, and wait for his mother to come home. That must have seemed like hours to him, too. It's hard to imagine. So, as is customary for our sexual assault unit, Deputy District Attorney Wendy Bukowski met with the victim's mom and the boy after she filed the case. So, unlike so many other child victims, this little boy was completely shut down. He wouldn't make eye contact. He refused to speak to the prosecutor. And she knew that this was a case that was going to go to trial because it had a mandatory life sentence. So when Whitney found out that what the boy wanted most in life was a dog, but he couldn't have one because of the family situation, she came up with an unconventional plan of her own. So she met with the boy in a park with her two golden retrievers. So the Goldens had him at woof. The boy lit up. The Goldens made bearable the uncomfortable experience of having to relive the abuse and having to testify. The defendant was convicted of child molest and sodomy of a child under 10 and was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. Good job, Whitney. Good job. The experience was relayed to then Assistant District Attorney Roseanne Froberg, and it eventually evolved into what we have now as Pets Are Wonderful Support, PAWS, P-A-W-S. So here's a short video explaining the program. I know how difficult the legal process can be for sexual assault victims, especially children. We felt it was necessary to address this. This month we're launching PANDA, a new program with therapy pets. Thanks to the nonprofit organization PAWS, meaning Pets Are Wonderful Support, our victims will get support and comfort from therapy dogs when they come in to visit the Deputy District Attorney who's prosecuting the defendant on their case.
I think that it's helping the victims because when they initially come in for a meet and greet, it can be a very stressful situation for them. They don't know what to expect. And when they come in with their family members, having the dogs there really just kind of settles them. It makes them feel more comfortable being able to talk to me and my team. And it's kind of creating a positive experience for them.
This is Patriot. Patriot was severely abused as a 3-month-old puppy, having had metal wire wrapped tightly around his face, leaving permanent scarring and disfigurement to his mouth. After nursing him back to health and socializing him, Patriot now works with Kevin, one of the founders of PAWS, to stand as a symbol of hope and survival for abused animals. Kevin's been involved in animal welfare for more than 20 years and rescues Siberian Huskies.
When Patriot got to meet my victim, this 15-year-old girl, they immediately had a bond. And my victim in that case, she was very emotional and she was crying and she didn't quite understand what was going on. Why is she here? Are we going to talk to her about what happened to her? And the perpetrator in that case was somebody who she trusted and somebody who she loved. So in that case, it was heartbreaking. And for her to just be able to experience the unconditional love that Patriot was able to give to her that day was really, really important. And it was something that every time she comes to meet with us, she wants Patriot. So they had clearly had a bond.
PANDA stands for PAWS Assist the Needs of the District Attorney, and at no cost to the taxpayer. Kevin, Patriot, and other volunteers will donate their time to come to our office to assist victims of sexual assault and offer them comfort when needed. So thank you, Patriot. Thank you, PAWS. Thank you for the volunteers, PANDA. We appreciate your volunteer work, and you're doing a lot of good for our victims. You'll get a chance to ask Kevin Marlon about Patriot and how he felt after he met with a victim for the first time. As you can see, this program is positively beneficial for the crime victims. Positively. Okay, it's in the script. We hope that someday we might be able to expand this program to comfort all victims, including adult sexual assault victims and victims of domestic violence as well. They say the first rule of public speaking is never to follow animals or children, and believe me, I completely agree with that rule. And so in this case, they're going to be following me. I know that if I go too far, you're going to be hounding me to let the dogs out. That's in the script too. So please raise the roof for our most special guests, our PAWS and PANDA volunteers and their human friends. Our PAWS and PANDA volunteers and their human friends. This is completely unrehearsed in case anybody's wondering. There we go.
Good morning. My name is Kevin Marlin. I'm with the Orange County Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, otherwise just short for the OCSPCA. We're a nonprofit, animal-based organization, and we have a number of programs in Orange County that are designed to help people with their animals, everything from taking care of medical costs to helping to feed them if they can't afford that. And a number of our programs are community outreach based, and one of them is our PAWS program, which is our Pets Are Wonderful Support. It's a therapy dog organization. And recently, Tony's office and I formed out a group called PANDA. And PANDA will be helping some of the victims here with the sexual assault unit. And eventually, we hope to bring that program to other units as well. And we are a nonprofit. We're program-based, and all of our money that we typically get comes directly from donations. And the PANDA program is a wonderful opportunity that we have to help with the victims. I'm very honored and blessed to have that opportunity. We've had a number of meetings so far that have been very successful, and I hope to have a number of them starting very soon. Some of the teams that I have with me today, Cindy Waxon and her greyhound Tegan. Next to her I have Ann Carruthers and her dog Taylor. And then following her I have Jerry Von Tolge and his dog Su Ling. And those are 3 of the volunteers. We have about another 10 teams that are involved in the program, and we'll be anxiously starting cases very soon. Does anybody
has any
questions?
I think that Kevin would be happy to answer all of them.
Or Patriot, yeah. Patriot answers too.
There's a question over here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many total dogs will be involved in this effort?
Right now we have 15 dogs that are currently involved in the program. The district attorney's office and I kind of cut off on accepting any more new teams at this time, only because it's a pilot program. We're going to work with those and tweak things as necessary, and hoping to open back up enrollment very soon. Our program has about 125 dogs that we can pull from. And I have a number of other volunteers with their dogs who are interested in working as well.
And where will these meetings with prosecutors take place? Will they be sometimes in a park to even create an easier atmosphere potentially for the victim?
Most of the meetings, I think, will be here at the DA's office. However, that opportunity is not off the table, and yeah, so that is also a possibility. Sure.
All right, well, thank you very much for coming. Appreciate your time and your attention. And
Thank you.
so maybe they'll have an opportunity to get a closer look at one.
Yeah,
of the dogs.
we'll definitely hang out, and any questions or any other footage that you guys would like, answer any questions.
Great. Okay. Yes.
If you could talk just a little bit further about how this interaction might help prosecutors get the valuable information they need, especially a young person might be very hesitant to come forward with some information. Could you talk about this as a valuable tool to lightening the atmosphere, especially for children?
Sure. You know, when a young child gets molested, like the 10-year-old boy that we were talking about, it's really a horrible thing, and it's very traumatic in their life, and so they're going to need a lot of help. So one thing that happens in so many cases is that they become they go into a shell. They don't want to talk. They don't trust people. They have these terrible concerns, and we've found, and it's been not just by us, but it's been found that pets, and particularly dogs, have a way of opening the kids up. They making them feel love and making them feel more comfortable, and a beginning of a curing kind of a relationship. And so it's worked with us, you know, not just to help us get the kids to talk and testify and that sort of thing, but also to help to just make the kids feel better about themselves, and eventually come out of this ordeal as a more healthy person. Thank you.